I'm sorry.
With Ned away at the prestigious Three Forms, Ultimate Paperwork Workshop, the office has a slightly quieter feel today. Well, until Sophie Good Intentions Bennett is sent on a mission to the basement. There she's about to meet a legend in the auditing world, though not the heroic kind, Frank Fed-Up Calloway.
Hi, Sophie. Happy World Flowchart Day. Cake at 2 p.m. in the upstairs kitchen. Ned asked me to tell you to head down and see Frank for some auditing advice. Oh, and please, don't mention the cake to Frank.
Hello, Frank. I was sent down to learn more about the auditing process.
Yeah. Come in. I won't bite, not unless you make me talk about compliance for too long.
Meet Frank Fed-Up Calloway, early 50s, perpetually dishevelled, and the unofficial poster child for auditor burnout, with thinning hair, mismatched ties, and a look that says, "I've seen too much." Frank is the embodiment of someone who's fought too many battles against bureaucracy and lost.
So Ned thought it would be good for me to learn from you while he's away. I've been eager to learn more about the auditing process.
Eager, ha. Well, that'll fade fast. Auditing's not what you think it is. It's 90% pretending the paperwork means something, and 10% wondering why you're still doing it. Oh, I used to love the smell of paperwork in the morning.
Sounds fun.
Fun. Kid, let me show you the real fun. Take this report, for example. Student Wellbeing Audit. 300 pages of nothing. I marked some pencils as high risk for being too sharp, just to see if anyone would notice.
Wait, you're joking, right?
Trust me, I'm in compliance. Nope, that's auditing for you. We audit paper clips, pencils, chairs, anything they tell us to. But the real problems, they slip through the cracks. The ones with the deep pockets, they know how to play the game. I've done over 500 audits over the years. We used to get spun up several times a week. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. But now, these days, they're bringing in disposable contract auditors. Half of them don't even know which end of the report to file. It's like throwing a Band-Aid on a broken leg and calling it compliance.
Behind the gruff sarcasm and tired eyes, Frank's got a soft spot for the underdogs. But getting him to admit it, well, that's a different story.
But how do you deal with that? I mean, you must have started out wanting to help people, right?
Ticking boxes since day one. Yeah, I used to think I could make a difference. Fix things. But the system's not built for change. It's built for paperwork. After a while, you just do what you can. Help the ones who really need it, bending a few rules along the way.
Bend the rules. Isn't that risky?
Not as risky as letting the system crush the little guys. Some of these RTOs, they're just trying to survive. The big ones, they know how to game it. But I can't sleep at night knowing I've buried a small provider under paperwork they don't understand. We don't bend the rules, we just stretch them a little. Not that it matters. We need to sort out the qualification quickies. But they always seem to get a free pass once the audit reports head upstairs. Most days it seems like we work in the Department of Do-Nothings. See this? 20 pages of vague conclusions. Looks official, right? But in reality it says nothing. That's how you survive in this business, by saying everything and nothing at the same time. CIA, compliance is arbitrary.
You're not serious.
As serious as an overcomplicated flowchart, kid. Look, I'm not proud of it, but when you've been here as long as I have, you start to get creative. Keeps the bosses happy, keeps the RTOs from imploding. It's a win-win.
But isn't the point of an audit to help improve things?
Improvement. That's a nice thought. But most of the time they just want the boxes ticked. And you can spend years trying to fix things, or you can learn to play the game and survive. Why bother fighting when the rules will just change next week?
So do you still care about the students and trainers, even after all this?
Those poor trainers. Born to train, forced to comply. Yeah, that's the part one still care about. The students. The trainers, they're the ones stuck in the middle of this mess. I might not fix the system, but if I can give someone a break here or there, make their lives a little easier, that's enough for me.
Frank Fed-Up Calloway may seem like a lost cause, but deep down he still cares. And despite his world-weary exterior, he's the one quietly rooting for the underdogs in the system.
Thanks, Frank. I know it might not be glamorous, but I've learned a lot today, more than I expected.
Glad I could help. Just don't let him crush that enthusiasm of yours. They'll try. But hey, if you ever need to know how to file a report that says absolutely nothing, you know where to find me.
And so Sophie leaves with more than just a lesson in auditing. She leaves with a glimpse of what happens when idealism collides with bureaucracy. Frank might be burnt out, but somewhere beneath the sarcasm, he's still fighting for the little guys, just in his own, creatively vague way.
Hi, this is Sophie. I'm figuring out how to survive my first audit. Leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Sophie, it's Ned. If David from the Department of Endless Theatrics calls, let him know I'll call him back when time permits, which won't be permitted.